Hey everyone, I am Amit Agrawal. Welcome you all to the platform of PC Education. See guys, what we are having for you is, as you have already seen, the two real interview experiences we have already given you. And today I have come with the another one, and that guy, the student of PC Education, has gone through recently with the interview of IIM Rohtak. So without taking much of your time, let's put your hands together and welcome the person who has gone through with the interview today. Please, here the person is, and I request you, my dear, first of all, wish you very best of luck so that you get that college, whatever you have opted for and interviewed for. And today we'll come to know what was the process, how he was being interviewed, what were the questions, and some suggestions from his side so that we all can prepare very well. So over to him. Yes, my dear.
Today it was my IIM Rohtak interview. The session was afternoon session. So I logged in the PC on 1:30 p.m. and the list was announced about the sequencing. My sequence was the 12th in the list. So I already knew that I have to wait at least for 2.5 hours, and which ultimately was there. Initially at 3:45 p.m. they took me in, but they said that they told me that it was a mistake. Maybe it was a mistake, or maybe they were checking that if I was available or not at that point.
See, guys, here we can say that they may check you because it may be a little bit tricky. Because no, they already told him that his sequence is 12th, but they suddenly stepped in his room and checked whether the person is online or offline or whatever he's doing. And see, he has to wait a lot because his number was 12th. He was, I think he logged in around 1 p.m. and he was waiting till 3:30, 4 o'clock somewhere, 3:45 somewhere. So this duration that makes you panic. People feel bored. They become stressed. What will be happening? But what you need to do is you need to keep yourself calm. And what were you doing actually during that time?
So actually, I was going through current affairs and something I can tell about IIM Rohtak itself. So I waited for another 1 hour after 3:45. It was around 4:50 when my actual interview started.
So how did they start? What was their first question? Was it a question or they give you any extempore?
In IIM Rohtak, the first step is that they verify the documents. So they asked for my category certificate, CAT result, checked if the roll number, the picture and the result are the same. Then they went through the 10th, 12th and graduation marks.
So see guys, here we can see that the importance is about document verification. So you must go through all of your documentations and you must know whatever you have sent to them, so that there will be nothing that causes confusion and mismatches with whatever you have sent and whatever the information you are providing to them. And what after that they did, my dear?
So after that, they asked you that if I want to show the certificates of my achievements. By their expression, I can say that the people which were interviewed before had no more achievements like I had. So when I started my achievements, the first I told them about was my blood donation as social cause, which impressed them very good, and it was the take it or break it point of the start of the process.
So that's great. You must talk about your achievements. If they ask, you must know your achievements, prepare them very well. And another thing, whatever the achievements you are going to tell them, what you need to do is you need to prepare an example or something. Like you must be concrete about that. It's not like that. It must be a cock and bull story, everybody. What next, my dear, they asked?
And after that, they have told me that I will be given an extempore topic. I will be given 1 minute for the preparation of all the points in my mind, and then 2 minutes for delivering the same.
Okay, so here we can see everybody. He was given an extempore topic. So what was the topic, my dear?
The topic was how to improve economic development in rural areas of India.
So see, you must talk about these all things. So you must have a list of all the recent topics so that you can prepare and can have a little knowledge about each and everything. What was the duration of your extempore?
I have not calculated, but I would like to suggest one thing which was suggested to me by Amit sir and Imanshu sir itself, that when given a topic, I waited for 1 minute. You should not rush your ideas. First, be calm and composed. And after that, I took permission from them that, sir, with your permission, I would like to start my topic. I think which also impressed them because they were not expecting it.
That's great, everybody. So you can see and talk about the next question.
So my very next question was that why did I choose MBA? I choose MBA because I am from an engineering background. So if you are not from a management background in bachelor's, then they might or they must ask that what you are planning for choosing MBA question, which I answered well and good because in my mock interview sessions, I was made good idea about my choice and I have prepared the answer already.
So whatever the reason you are going to do MBA, you must have a concrete and reasonable answer. See, whatever they look for, it's reasonability and logicability in you. And please share the other questions.
Then very next question was about the current news. And I feel blessed that I was looking about the news during the waiting time. So suddenly when I was scrolling through the news, I got a news about IIM Rohtak itself, which Himanshu sir came to me and he asked that I should represent that news to them. And it was about the placement that last year the average placement was 16 lakh and this year it's 18.7 lakh, which is a growth of 16.8%. So when I was asked about the news, I told them that I have two news to share to you. The very first was about IIM Rohtak, and as little they smirked after listening to the news because a person who works as institution will definitely like to hear something about the institution itself. And the second news I gave about was of euthanasia because a 5-judge bench is currently working to make the euthanasia workable. And this topic I took already because in our GK class, Bhumika ma'am asked us to prepare a topic for euthanasia, that what is procedure in India and what are the laws for this.
So guys, you can see your awareness and knowing the curiosity to know the things can be proved and icing on cake. What was proved to him? What was the next question?
So the next question was a hook question from itself, that what are my views on euthanasia? As I was already prepared for the GK class, so I gave my opinion to them and they responded in positive manner about this. And after this, it was that have I got any another call? So you should not make them confused that I am looking for a broad variety of plans. So I just told them about the cap round because it's also an IIM process.
Or many other questions were asked?
Yes, sir. They said that our last question will be that what is the currency of Britain, which I could not remember. So after giving the answer, I can see that my answer was wrong by expressions of them. But I managed to escape it because I was already prepared for such situations here during the mock interviews and the panel interviews. That if you are wrong and if you don't know the answer, then you can say, sorry, but I cannot recall it right now, but I will surely look about it after the interview. So they did not end here. They asked me about the US dollar rate to Indian rupees today. And after then, they asked me about the Japan currency, which I answered correctly, yen. And it was the last interview. And they said that it was a fine meeting with you. I also smiled and gave them a bye.
Okay, thank you so much. So it was our friend, our student who went through with the interview of Rohtak. So here you can see, guys, that the mock interviews that we are providing, the PC education is providing, is quite helpful to the students who are facing the interviews. So if you really want to get or you really want to crack your interviews, you can talk to us, you can join us on our instant Facebooks and YouTube channels. Definitely such kind of videos will going to help you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for the day. We are signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.